we live? Are we live, everyone? It's been ages, so I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. Still, people can join, but it's been a while, and it's been a while. Hope everyone's doing good. God, I can't remember last time we did this, so I'm going to try to figure out how I can see the comments on here as well. There we go. There we go. I'm in the comments field, so yeah, whenever you guys want to join in the comments, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to build up. We are live. I think we're live. Let me just check the YouTube channel. Are we live, mate? Yeah, looks like we are. I think we are we? The adverts are coming on, but yeah, we are. I think we're live. I think you can hear me. I think you can see me, you naughty people. Been a while. You're going to tell me off, a lot of you, eh? Where's my world exclusive, eh? Where's my world exclusive? Jazz, what happened to John Duran? What's going on with Kudos, mate? Listen, the season's starting tonight. Lovely hot day today and tomorrow. So saw this funny caption of the wife handing over the remote control to the husband. I don't know if any of you saw that. That was absolutely hilarious, really. But I need a comment in there. Put a comment in there, you naughty people, so I can see that I use this bloody new thing, right? So put a comment in there. Say anything. Hello, fuck off, hello, bye, whatever. And then hopefully I can put you out there, though. 12 naughty people have joined in, put their sandwiches down, or done their lunch early. But yeah, it's been good. Summer's been great, isn't it? One of the, well, probably the best, busiest window there has been in terms of transfers, ins and outs. So we'll discuss all of that. Lots to go through. It's going to be a live show, as you know. There's no time limit. I'll probably go on as long as I have. Work's a bit quiet at the moment, a bit quiet. I've got my two screens here. Anything goes on, I can sort it out. But yeah, we're going to talk about Kudos. We're going to talk about Bowen being captain. Fantasy Football League, everyone. It's kind of in there. Join the Fantasy Football League. Oh, there's a first, Charles. Oh, great. So let me put in a comment thing now, the comment placeholder. There it is. Let me just have a look now, see what's going on in there. Let me have a look at the comments now. Just got to fiddle with it a little bit, and I got to fiddle with it. There we go. Where we gone in there? Brilliant. Let's see what's going on here. Hang on. Bloody hell, the comments ain't coming up now. I told you there's something go wrong, didn't I? Right, why aren't the comments coming in now? Flipping hell. Hang on a minute. I think I know what it is. Give me a minute. One last thing to sort out. How do I bloody show the comments? There we go. That's coming in now, isn't it? Charles Pearson, hope you're doing okay, mate. Thank you for saying hello. That's a wonderful picture of your pet, mate. So I think I know what I'm doing. I probably ain't, mate. I got your comments on there, mate. Ricky's in there. Hang on 1 minute. The thing is, I click on the comment and the box disappears. It's nuts, isn't it? Why can't they make these things easier for me and then I can concentrate on doing a bloody show, can't I? It's like being a pain in the backside. But anyway, Ricky, hope you're doing good, mate. Right, hang on, he's in there. Yeah, every time I click on a comment and the bloody box goes. It's a nightmare, mate. But anyway, hello to you, mate. Hang on, let me just get rid of that. 1 minute. I'm nearly there, mate. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. And I just got one more button to press, and I think we should be ready. Right, we got EKB Reactions is in there, mate. How you doing? Hope everything's good. But this is nuts. Every time I click on it. Actually, what about if what happens then? Does it go back to the box? No, it doesn't. That's weird, isn't it? Come on, man. What kind of bloody system's this, mate? But anyway, hello to you, mate. Ben's in there. 10 men at the back. No one in attack. Yep, mate. Why not? Be inventive. Be new. Be original, my man. That's the main thing, really. But let's get on with the show. Then we'll come back to the comments and everything like that. What should we talk about first? Do we talk about the Fantasy Football League, shall we? Shall we talk about that? So, yeah, please join. There's two leagues. There's a head-to-head league where you play individual person in that league, and then I suppose you can win, draw, or lose. That's the first code. And then you got the normal league, and I think that's a 0-0 instead of a 0-0, but double check that anyway. But yeah, if you can join at any time, it's fine. I mean, you can, as long as you got a team up and running in the league, you can always join at any time. But I'm hoping you guys get your teams in there early. Why not, mate? Why not? Yep. Should we go into it now then? I know a lot of the other channels have been doing their kind of predictions and things like that. This comment thing's really getting on my nerves, how this system works. So every time I click on your comments, the box closes. So that's absolutely nuts. When it gets busy, and I don't know how I'm going to cope with that. But anyway, prediction-wise, I think, like you said, there's not that much between Villa, Newcastle, us. It's quite tight in there, I think. But they've got Europe, we haven't. We've got really good squad that the manager's going to use. Like I said, this is the first time that we've got two players in every position, virtually. Probably have. But I've got trust in J-Lo that he's going to use every single player in a good way throughout the season, whether that's making lots of substitutions, early substitutions, whether that's through hopefully the League Cup. We're home to Bournemouth. I think it's a good draw. Home draws are brilliant. Bournemouth, I think, with respect, I think we should be able to win that. And again, it goes back to our squad. We can really afford to have a second strong X11 team in the Cups without worrying about playing players that are 80, 85%. Like Alvarez is probably 80% fit. In the past, we would have played him tomorrow. But we don't have to worry about that now because we've got Rodriguez. So not really much to worry about. Predictions-wise, obviously I said top 10 before the window started is what I want J-Lo to do. Apart from that, just trying to think, 7th. Yeah, let's go for 7th. The last European spot, even though it's going to be tight, 7th and 8th. You've got a lot of good teams in the Premier League, record amounts of money they've got through the right. Steve's in there, mate. How you doing, mate? You all right? Hope you're doing well, mate. So Steve's a very good, loyal friend, loyal fan of all the channels. So some of you might know him. He used to be on some of my old channels, things like that. But I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. Just struggling with this app as usual, but I'll find a way out of it, mate. Let me just put that comments things in there again. There we go. Right. So that's that. So I think about 7th, everyone. Let me know in the chat what you think. I'm going for 7th. Cheeky 7th, I think I'll go for, and hopefully we'll do well in that. Kudos. Again, it came on the back of the Harry Redknapp interview. I think it was West Ham Way channel. West Ham Way, not West Ham Way channel, West Ham podcast thing. You know what they called again? Forgot their names. Apologies about that. But yeah, we've that was done at his house. Very difficult to get that kind of interview. It's about 10 minutes long. Those guys normally do podcast on Spotify. That's really, really good. And it's quite interesting where I think the guy I think it was Neil, I forgot his name now, I forget all the bloody names these days, but he didn't know what was coming from Harry Redknapp's mouth. He just said, "Oh, Harry, we got a good team. What do you think?" And Harry's like, yeah, lots of exciting signings. And then blah, 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 Somerville and Bowen. And then he says, "Oh, I don't think Kudus is going to be there." He said before the season starts, and that interview's only yesterday. So does he assume before this window? I think Kudus will be gone in the next summer transfer. He'll be definitely gone. It's just that kind of vibes I'm getting from the guy, and just guessing what type of person he is, and quite ambitious and that kind of thing. And changed agents is, I don't know if his brother or uncle's kind of after it. There's 83 million clause that's going to come live again next summer. Liverpool been linked with Bowen in the past. Small links with Kudus now. Rumours of Salah's last year. A lot of money in the bank. Haven't spent anything. I can't see any big signing, any big money transfers amongst any clubs in the last 2 weeks because you've got no money to spend. You haven't got no time to spend it. So I'm not sure about that. But I do think he'll be gone. Paqueta, if that's sorted, I think he'll be gone as well. But I suppose we've signed a few players and we'll go out in the market again if they go. We'll double our money on both Paqueta and Kudus, and that's just the name of the game, isn't it? The club will always be here. Players come and go, and we shouldn't get too much attached to them, I suppose. But yeah, that's about it really. Steve's in the house. Yeah, have a look at it. It's really good. It's really worth watching all of it really. And that came out the blue really because the channel's relatively new, I think. But certainly quite interesting with that. Martin Brown's in the house. Yeah. We'll come into that really because I'll show you that as well. I know I did a video, but we're going to cover a lot of things. We're going to cover fantasy football league we've done. We're going to look at the transfers, ins and outs. What do you think? We're going to look at the average age of the squad. How does it compare to the rest of the league? We're going to look at concessions, the prices for the Bournemouth game, prices for the Villa game. We're going to talk about what I think Lopetegui is going to set up with, bit what I did yesterday and what I think. And Boeing Captain, we're going to go into a bit of that as well. So lots to get through really, as quick as we can really. But like I said, there's no time limit on this really. We can kind of carry on as long as we want really. Martin Brown, there's always a few in it because we've been so sad, so stressed with David Moyes last 2-3 years, shall I say. I didn't really want to go down the negative route or anything like that, so I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very content, and I got my motivation back. I won't be going tomorrow, unfortunately. I've got to go somewhere on a family trip. I'll be in Leicester. I might not even be able to see the game where I'm going. I don't think they got Sky, but there you go. I was going to take don't worry, I was about to say something I shouldn't, but yes, I won't be there, but hopefully a few games after that I will be really. So hello to you, Martin. The delay is because I've got to keep... So every time there's a comment, I've got to close it manually. Then I've got to go back and open the flipping box. It's doing my nut in, matey. Steve's in there. There we go. Steve likes a prediction. He don't hang around. My team tomorrow, Areola, Wan-Bissaka, Emerson, Tadebo, Kilman, Rodriguez with a capital R, Somerville with a small S, Kudos, Fulkrug, Paqueta, Bonus. That's back the team I had, wasn't it, mate? Yeah, that's the team I had, mate. That's Steve Tyler, who done his apprenticeship under Brian Clough back in the day, the Dagenham boy. So good to see all different opinions and everything, really. I tell you what, he looks mean and lean and trimmed, a little Cressy. But yeah, I would have hopefully. But listen, we can't do everything at once. And with the imminent departure of Kudos next summer and the imminent departure of Paqueta, I suppose we can go in for a nice 80 million left back next year, everyone. Isn't it? Let's open up that comments window again, innit? I need an assistant, someone. I need an assistant, mate. Damien, how you doing, mate? Come on. We moan when not enough is done. We moan when it's too much is done. Like I said cheekily, it's not my money, not your money, but we love transfers. Two things I love football ever since I followed it as a kid. I love strikers, score goals, become our heroes, which we haven't had too much of under David Moyes. And signings, which again, we haven't had too much. We've had a few, but we don't know who signed them, do we? So we've got a striker. We've been signing players. I'm happy. All I say now is just stay happy. Don't get stressed. And if it's going to be a difficult start, just give it some time to settle in. He's got a 2-year contract to get us into Europe, and just be patient. You can see the work being done, off the pitch. Recruitment being brilliant. Not easy out there, as you know. Some teams haven't done a lot, and it just takes time to bed the new manager's ideas. But I love the manager. He's a very likeable chap. He enters a room. He's quite tall. I think he's got that presence that you look up to, respect. He's obviously Real Madrid, Spain, Sevilla. Lots of time coaching at under 21 level, under 18 level. He understands the Latin America, Spain, Portugal markets. And I know it was a short stint at Real Madrid and Spain national team, but I'm sure he knows how to handle the big names. And I like that he's got quite a funny side to him. He's had laughs and jokes with Paqueta, a lot of dialogue with sort of Earthy when he came in. He's very keen for the youngsters to do their education when they're at West Ham. He wants to coach them. That's what I love about him. He's very honest, very direct, very open. Like Somerville said, I love the discussions with him. No fucking about. I knew where I stood with him, what plans he had with me. So none of that. Very, very easy to understand. And I think he likes to coach players. So when they come, he's like, "You're very, very good." Like Paqueta, he goes, "Big man, how you doing? You're really, really good, but I think you can get better." So he'll know how to get a little bit more out of each player. You know, like I said, some players need a bollocking, some players need an arm around them, and some players are not in the team that just, again, need motivational, that keep going, I believe in you, I trust in you. You know, keep them part of the squad, which never happened before. Like, even if you're on the bench, I don't think you felt part of the squad. You felt isolated, you felt lonely. There's all this news about some signings crying in the car on the training because Boise wouldn't talk to them. And if you're out of form, he'll never talk to you anyway. And like Souček, if you were out of form and you didn't want to play, you wanted some time out, you just kept playing, you didn't you? It's like running an army, wasn't it? It was really, really hardcore with him. So I'm not sure I would want to play for David Moyes. Right, is there Martin Brown's in there? Right, I'm falling behind. A lot of these old names in there. Lot of old names. A lot of old names there, mate. Yeah, Damien. I think what I was saying was that, I don't think Harry's accurate in terms of him going this window, but I think he'll be gone next window, mate. I think he'll be gone. I think, again, it might hurt people, but just truthfully being honest out there, some people like him who was going to go to Chelsea, it was done. Something happened last minute. Todibo, he thought he was going Juve, mate. Champions League, whatever. I think they signed for West Ham with a point to say, okay, we'll eventually end up where we wanted to go a couple of years later. So I don't want to use that word stepping stone, because at the end of the day, if they do well, they've not used us because we'll double our money, mate. So we'll say thank you very much, on to the next conveyor belt. And that is what I'm coming down to, that Tim Steidten will hopefully, because he still hasn't been here that long, he's been here about a year, right? That he will hopefully build a big scouting network. I think J-Lo's team's on board and stuff like that. So, like the Brighton Brentford model, one goes, doesn't matter, we'll get the next star. You know, and in the meantime, we've got nothing to lose, because if they do well, we do well, right? The only pressure is how to keep finding these diamonds. And just trust the process. Just trust the process, Damien. But you're right. I think next summer he'll be gone. I can't see any big transfers either in the next 2 weeks, mate, because no one's got time to kind of replace those players, isn't it, mate? Right, message from Steve. No messing about. Steve's obviously one of the Essex boys, mate. Don't mess with him, mate. Yeah, hit the like button, peeps. Hit it. Don't know what it does, though, like button. But some people have the kittens over it, don't they? Like, not me. Trini, the old, he's an old channel favourite. Trini, how you doing, my man? Back up is Creswell, isn't it, my man? The slim, trim Cressy, the Bruce Lee Cressy, Grandad Cressy. He's the backup, Trini. You forgot. You forgot we got 25 players in the squad, mate. You forgot we got 2 right backs. You forgot we got 2 left backs. You forgot we got 4 centre backs. You forgot we got 3 goalkeepers. You forgot we got 3 strikers now. You forgot we got 3-4 CDMs, 3-4 wingers, mate. Trini, come on, mate. Right, enough of that shit from me. So anyway, back to the comments now. Steve, don't do too many messages. Taking me time. Put comments on, mate. Boogers lived in a caravan, mate, didn't he? Marco Boogers. Apparently, they bought Marco Boogers on the back of a video, Harry Redknapp said. He didn't really see him play. Yeah, what I'm going to do, Freedom, I'm actually going to... Should I go into it now? No, I'll go into it later on. That's going to be a different screen. But yeah, we'll go into it, mate. But Freedom, good to see you, mate. I think you're a new boy. Hope you're doing well. And thank you very much for joining the Madhouse, my man. Like you said, sometimes you can hear me. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can see me. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can see your comments. Sometimes you can't. It's the Mad Show. Perhaps some of you really enjoy that. The live, unplanned. I know, mate. I know, mate. I know. Oh, I need assistance, mate. Assistance. That's what I need, mate. I think he's struggling with the English. To be fair, give him time. I think he's struggling. He's like a bit like that, and he can't hear nothing, and he has to really concentrate. And yeah, bless him. I can't speak one word of Spanish, so I know us British boys, we be going hard on the foreigners, don't we? Like, can't you don't know what you're saying, mate? We can't speak one word of the lingo, can we, mate? You'll get there. You'll get there. But I know when he came in, it was like, what the fuck? We don't want him. Oh, he looks a bit miserable. What's up with him? But I've just grown to love him. The managers that you wanted, they apparently didn't want to come, or they were heavy baggage. They wanted a lot of money, a lot of annual salary, huge budget, huge backroom team, a lot of ifs and buts and all that kind of thing, And so hopefully he wanted to come. Hopefully he had a great interview. Hopefully Sullivan. You can say what you want about Sullivan. He ain't a mug, is he? I don't think he is. I think he knows when things are good or a player's good. Actually, not a player, when a manager's good. Hopefully he discussed it and he's made a good decision, isn't it, mate? Right, I'm gonna have to stop the comments in the middle, otherwise the show ain't gonna start. But it's Gatesy. Good afternoon. Hope you busy with your spanner and your screwdriver, my man. But I am very good. Good to see your channel back, you naughty people. Subscribe to Naughty Gatesy, the West Ham Massive channel. Does a lot of stuff on West Ham Network. He's a good old friend of mine. We used to rob a few banks back in the day, didn't we, mate? But yeah, he's a good lad from Kent. And yeah, good to see your channel back, my man. And this time, keep it going. Don't be no naughty Jazz taking out a whole month off now and again. Catch a cold and Jazz off for a month. Stay in there. Stay in the cooking pot, mate. It's nice and hot in there. Right, let's see. Go back to the comments again, matey. Jack, the biz is in the house. Jack, my man, how you doing? I'll tell you what, it's sunny today, Jack. 25 today, 25 tomorrow. I'm getting hot. I'm worried that if I put the fan on, it might create a buzzing sound. You always get issues with my sound. But yeah, that's it, mate. Positive season. And everyone get behind the manager, get behind the players. Players, you always do. You're good lads, really. And hopefully, Jack is like, I did feel bad. A lot of effing and blinding from me last couple of years on my show. I'm not normally like that, I like to think. Antonio got a lot of grief from me, mate. Agerd got a lot of grief from me, mate. Souček got a lot of grief from me, mate. But I'm hoping with those guys resting more and being good impact substitutes, they'll have more longevity in the game. It'll be better for them. I think it'll be great subs. Ward-Prowse, Souček, Antonio. It'll be an amazing bench, isn't it? Amazing bench. So hopefully those players who are playing week in, week out and didn't quite look right, didn't quite look happy, it'll do him a bit of good, innit? Do him a bit of good, mate. Couple of more comments and then we'll start cracking with the show if you guys don't mind. Yeah, I got told off by the missus. I got to keep off the rum now. She's like, you're too much on it. And I don't know if you guys get the same at home from your partners, your girlfriends, your wives. Like, you're drinking too much, mate. Have you been down that alleyway? I got told off yesterday. So I was looking at her like a little kid, like, what? Really? All right, babe. All right. I'll keep off it then, ain't I? So I'm meant to be healthy now. I'm meant to be a little bit off it. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've been told off as well for drinking too much. So I'm off it at the moment, Steve. Trying to be good, mate. It's been 2 days. It's my second day, mate. I'm a changed man. But those of you that are new, I'm a big rum fan, Bacardi and Coke, and I am known to have a few tipples while the show's going live, and we have lots of fun and games. We do. Some of the regulars know that. Yeah, mate. No comments on that comments. I want to go live, but I'm loving the comments. Ooh, Casey's got the pen. You're a pen pusher, mate. White shirt, white collar, aren't you, mate? Trade union, white collar. Nah, only joking, mate. But you still know where the spanner and screwdriver is. If you ever needed to cover, a couple of them had too many rums and they couldn't turn up for work. Gatesy's in there, mate. But yes, I do forget you. You are the white collar pen manager now, sir. He is. Right, I'm going to get cracky with the show now. So what should we do? Yes, I will catch up with the comments a bit later on, so bear with me. Kudos, we've done. Bowen. Right, let me just show you. I know it's a bit of a repeat, but for those who didn't see it yesterday, let's have a look at the... hang on, where's it gone now? Bloody lost it now, I think. I don't know where it's gone. I'll probably come to that a bit. I had this thing I was going to show you all the captains we've had, but I think I've lost that image. I'll have to bring it back because I've uploaded too many. But never mind. Never mind, matey. Let me just get rid of that a minute. Right, transfers, ins and outs. Let's have a look at that, everyone. So just a reminder, I'm just going to cover my face a bit, so I hope you don't mind. So these are the transfers, ins and outs. Just a reminder if you don't need it. So, yeah, Max Kilman, Somerville, Fulkrug, Guillermo, Wan-Bissaka, Rodriguez, Foderingham, Todibo. And then, yeah, the last 3-4 are who in and out, so ignore that. Average age, 27, 22, 31, 18, 26, 30, 33, 24. So a bit of a mixed bunch in there, really. So again, let me know in the comments, which transfers you're really happy with, which transfers you're not happy with, really. And then we'll come on to who you think you might have wanted, who's gone to another club later on. So for now, it's just about, let me know in the comments that who you're really happy about, who you're not really. That'll be good to see. So I'm going to jump back in the comments before we go to the next section. Jack's in the house. Oh, mate. Oh, we're all got the same issues. I don't smoke, so I'm all right that way. But it's just lockdown. I used to have a strict regime. I used to go into the office, used to be really healthy, have smoothies, juice, chicken, salad, lunchtime, minimal chocolates, no crisps at home because I'm not working, come home at 6, 7, then drink Friday, drink Saturday. Then since lockdown, my God, especially because I've got a big West Ham bar, got double garage I converted into a whole pub, virtually a fucking pub. I've got a 100-inch projector in there now, so it's like a cinema stroke West Ham, big man cave, right? Any of my neighbours come, they're like, we don't want to leave now. So got all the booze, all the beers in there, and it's just so easy to just get, because I work from home largely now. I'm meant to be in the office, but I don't go in a lot. I'm a bit naughty. But yeah, it's so easy to get a chocolate out of the wardrobe, at the cupboard, and then after 6, 7, when you log out, just to get a beer out and things like that. It's a nightmare. I'm going to put the fan on. Let me know if it's affecting the volume. Yeah, I'm cooking in here, mate. But yeah, let me know. Oh, God, it's like a bloody helicopter running, isn't it? So let me know if it's affecting the volume. I'll switch it off. It probably is, isn't it? I think I'll switch it off. Yeah, it was a nice though. God, I don't know when I can afford to have aircon in here, mate. That would be good. But let me go back to your comments, then we go to the next section. Fortunes hiding down under. How you doing, mate? Oh, how you doing, mate? Oh, mate. Yeah, I know. I did, mate. Hang on. Always a next time, mate. Always a next time. Hope you're doing good. I see all your photos on Facebook. Good to see you get out and about, mate. Winning a few things here and there, doing a few deals here and there, mate. Down under. But hope you're doing well. It was really good catching up with you when you're in the UK, mate. You're a top lad, and yeah, we got to have a drink, mate. We got to have a laugh. Go out on a night and that. I know the thing is when you're over, you want to do so many things, meet so many people, time just runs out. But I think you managed to fit in a lot of home and away West Ham games, didn't you? But everyone, channel Fortunes Hiding Down Under TV, please search it on YouTube and give it a like, subscribe. It's a channel from a lovely West Ham fan who's currently living on Australia at the moment. So yeah, he's a very, very, very funny man. Very, very good lad. Right, back to my comments now again. Where's the button gone again? All right, switch it on then. All right. Thank you, mate. I was going to melt like an ice cream. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, that's better. Thank you. Thank you, Trini, my man. You saved me. But again, let me know. Wazim, Batsab, how you doing? Oh, mate, I just about find it difficult to think where we're going to finish, mate. Where do you reckon the score tomorrow, matey? You've seen the team I put out. I will put it in a minute. The team that J-Lo I think is going to put out ain't the team I would put out. Because a lot of them like Kafal, Souček, Antonius in that team, which I wouldn't do. But the bench is going to be super strong either way. I think apart from the last game, Villa, we've done all right. We've done all right against them. But on the back of last season, I think Villa are way up in good form. Pre-season for them's been largely down more than up as well. I don't know how much you want to read into that. They've lost Douglas Luiz, Diaby. So they've got a few things to do. They've got that Martins, 40 million fullback from Chelsea. Got Onana, who I don't really rate anyway. He'll be in the middle. Rodriguez will snap his ankles in a minute. Don't worry about that. He'll be in there, get in there. Wait till Alvarez joins the gang. The Mexican and the Argentinian bandits in the middle. You don't want to mess with them too, I'm telling you. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough in there then. So you could have a Mexican, Argentinian, and Brazilian in the centre of midfield. Whoa! Fireworks, mate. Fireworks, I tell you. So we'll see what happens with that. Score-wise, mate, I might be sensible, Wasim. I might say 2-2. Yeah, I might be sensible. You know, it's always hard to stop your heart ruling your head. I wanted to say West Ham win, but then his first game of the season, a lot of not sure about the starting lineup, not sure how the new players will settle in. We don't know. A lot of things up in the air, aren't there? A lot of things up in the air. I mean, Bissaka's anyone you know is going to hit the ground running. The others have not played in the league. Somerville, I'm all right with. I think Somerville and Bissaka are ready. I'll put them straight in. Bissaka, I know he only joined a few days ago, and J-Lo didn't give a lot away in the press conference. So 2-2, I'm going to go for my man. Yeah, I don't know if that's sitting on the fence, is it? I don't know. Robert's in the house. Robert Singleton, whiskey, 3-2 to West Ham. Yeah, Rob, I'm kind of thinking that. But we don't want to let in that many goals, do we? But then Kilman is new. His other centre-back pairing will be new. Bissaka, if he's playing, that's new. So it's great, but it's too new, isn't it? Too quick, isn't it, mate? And they've got goals in Villa, haven't they, with Watkins, who, again, hasn't hardly played since the Euros. I don't think he's played even one game. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I get it. It could be that kind of opening day. Lots of goals, isn't it? Lots of goals. Not too many good defences in the last couple of years in the Premier League, actually. Wazim's going 3-2 as well. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling, mate, open. That's on, like, put them all in there. Like, I'll show you in my kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't want it to happen, Ashton, but I think that's going to happen, mate. I think that's going to happen. But let me know about the fan. I think it's fucking loud. But if you can't hear it, it's like a hovercraft. But if you can't hear it, I'm surprised. But anyway, that's that. Yeah, Luiz is a guy very highly rated by all other fans, and including Villa, wasn't it, mate? Yeah, Onana's very unloyal. Do you remember when he was going to sign for West Ham, and then Lampard got him to sign for Everton? When we were in Europe, we had a top 5, top 6 finish. Everton just about escaped relegation, and this man joined Everton. That says everything you need to know. Everton fans don't really like him. He was in and out that Everton team, believe it or not. He wasn't a regular. And then he's told the manager, I want to learn Spanish from you. He thinks he wants to go to Barcelona, Real Madrid next couple of years. You can make this shit up. The guy's a proper disloyal, just money-making machine, mate. It's fucking shocking. I know a lot of players are like that. At least keep it under wraps a little bit. Gee, to come on you irons. Bloody didn't come on your checkbook, isn't he? Jesus Christ. You're fucking mad. Naughty fans they are, Robert. Naughty little fans. But yeah, thank you for that in the chat. Right, let's go. Let me see what else I'm going to go into. That was the ins and outs. Here's another thing to share with you. Transfer expenditure. So this is not the net figures. It doesn't take into account what's come in. So again, any of you thinking we ain't done enough or Sullivan's a little poison dwarf, I think it's all right. We're up there with the big boys, aren't we? With the Super League big boys. Villa wasn't in the Super League, were they? When it was mentioned on Newcastle, were they? Or they with us? Anyway, yeah. So nice little comparison with Chelsea, Villa, United, Tottenham, West Ham. Everyone got lots of little presents to share with you guys. We've done the ins and outs. We've done the snapshot, haven't we? Right. What we're going to do now is actual net expenditure. So don't worry about my face. You know what I look like. This shows you how much kind of teams have kind of spent and the balance and things like that, really. So you can tell. I actually should have done this in order, but it's in order of expenditure, non-net. So I would look at the last column, everyone. Just look at the last column, and you've got teams like Tottenham, West Ham, Man United, Chelsea. They've got the biggest negative balances. Southampton, and then and the team who've got a huge profit haven't spent is Wolves, 74 million plus. They're sitting on. Man City, 91 million, Everton, 32 million, Liverpool, 23 million. So again, that table proves that we are, top 4-5 spenders. Southampton minus 51 million. Forest, Newcastle. So Newcastle have really got scared now. So they must have probably overspent last summer, really. So that's that one, you naughty people. What shall I share with you now? This is the average age of the squads, everyone. And it's still high, isn't it? It's still high. West Ham is 28.3. And yeah, that's the highest. 28.3. You got Fulham 27.2. Yeah, so I think it's slightly worse. So last 2 years we're in the top two oldest squads, weren't we? And now we're still up there. Rodriguez 30-31, Fulkrug 31, the goalkeeper 33, isn't he, from Sheffield United. So I think we still need to bring a few in. But the reason why who's got the youngest team? Let's have a look. Who's got the young? Chelsea 23, everyone. Average age 23 in their squad. Bournemouth 24.9. Brentford 24. Brighton 23.7. Brighton and Chelsea. Tottenham are young. Arsenal 25. What's Liverpool? 25. So it looks like the average is about 25 and we're on 28, everyone. So let me go back to the comments. See what you naughty people think about that, West Ham. I think, Robert, it all depends on if we can do a loan to perm. I can't see West Ham paying 30 to 40 million for anyone, not even 20, because they're linked with that, the Carlos guy from Barcelona, what's his name? Carlos Soler. He's about 20 million. We haven't got the money for that at the moment. We're finding it difficult to get rid of Gerd, Ings, Zuma, mate. So we need to get some people out. And like I said, financial fair play, mate. It's more about salaries now. Forget the transfer fees. Clubs are not bothered about that now. They're bothered about spreading the salary across a 5, 6, 7 year contract like Chelsea are doing. We've done with Basaka, because then we're thinking in year 5, 6, and 7 we're going to get rid of him anyway. So it doesn't matter what that show in the accounts in year 5, 6, and 7. Let's spread it so per annum it shows minimal salary. Then otherwise, if you bung it all together in 4 years, it'll be more, and that kind of thing. So I think we need to get rid of some wages off the books, especially Ings and Kudos. If Souček goes, I don't know. We don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of mad things happening. Antonio, will he go? Listen, I'm ruling nothing out. I'm not ruling anything out apart from the signings that obviously come through the door and the youngsters. But I can't see it unless... I mean, Duran, I've still got hope for that. 10 million up front. If we can get the piggy bank out, the few coins Sullivan's got, 10 million up front loan fee with 25 to 30 final payment next summer, or then spread over 2 more. You can be inventive about these things, you know. The worst thing you can do, like Man United done, was keep Maguire all year. They didn't let us have him, but they didn't play him either, or he didn't play much due to injury, whatever. And the worst thing Villa can do is Duran doesn't get on with the manager. He's kind of fallen out with the fans. Do you want to fall out? Or would you want 30, 40 million in 3 installments? I know what I would do. Let's go back into the comments. Naughty people. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know. I just didn't see... I just saw someone who... I don't know. He's been there a year, so you definitely know the players. I just want to see people enjoy themselves, or look to enjoy themselves in training, have a jokes, have a laugh. I've not seen a manager talk to him in all the videos. I've seen Lopetegui go around having a laugh with everyone. But that's just one of those things. I know what you mean. But it's just my gut instinct that, I don't know. Is he quite a serious bloke, is he? Okay. I mean, he does his job on the pitch more than not. So, yeah, maybe I'm reading too much into it, mate. But that's my job, innit? As a channel, world exclusive channel, innit? World exclusive. I have to dig out the world exclusive from somewhere. That is what I said about Todibo, that F him. If he didn't want to come, what do you think about that then, Trini? Todibo would have walked away, but that's me being hot-headed and... Do you see what I mean? So I get you, mate. I know what you mean. And Jiren's like, please sign me, please. Let's see what happens. But I think we've got to get rid of 2-3. If Zuma doesn't go, I don't know what we're going to do. It could cause a big issue. I didn't think that Zuma deal was straightforward, because I thought if the guy can't even go up a flight of stairs, how's he going to be good enough to play in any league, no matter how low the standard is? He's in real fucking bad shit, mate. He's going to need 2 new knees, and even if you can't even give him away. I don't know. It is weird, isn't it? Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you very much. Just going back to the comments. Trini. Yeah, I don't think we're going to buy a lot of old players, but what I'm hearing, Trini, is that he's got a 2-year contract, so it has to be a short and long-term project. He needs players that can hit the ground running. It's got to be a mix. All 8 of them can't all be under 25, and I kind of get that. A little bit, but I think we maxed it out now. Everyone else has got to be mid-20s, and I think that Carlos, what's his name again? Carlos Solero, he's 25, isn't he, that PSG guy? Yeah. But I do get you, but then it all kind of made sense when I thought he does need to keep a job. If he doesn't get in Europe in 2 years, Trini, he's gone. he's got to mix it up a bit, isn't he? He's got to bring in some people that he knows, some people that good professionals, seasoned professionals, hit the ground running. So it's got to be a bit of a mix, my man, bit of a mixed bag, isn't he? Wazim. Yeah, let's see what happens, mate. Tammy's had a lot of injuries, isn't he? He's had a lot of injuries. I think he said no to West Ham a couple of times in the previous windows. But there we go. I think, Trini, what it is, you've got 2 windows. They close fairly quickly. 2 options he had. Shall I stay in the French league or shall I go in the Premier League and double my wages? And then in a couple of years, hopefully I'll move on anyway. So what do you pick? You got to go with West Ham, you know. It's Premier League, it's London. It's a good place to challenge you. It's interesting, much more money. You're not going to play in the French league, are you, after perhaps you've had your head turned and all of Europe thinks a lot about you. I'm a bit nervous about this one, like the French league. We've been stung with Kehrer, with Issa Diop, with a Gerd. But I trust all you guys out there who say he's one of the top centre-backs in Europe. He's got it all. Apart from heading ability, he's got it all. So let's see what happens, mate. Let's see what happens. Jack the business. Jack the biz doing the biz. Yeah, that's it, mate. So let's go into something else then, my man. Let's go on to... What should we do? Let's carry on with the transfers and let me know out of this. I'm going to show you the top 25 transfers. I think it's in the world price-wise, I think. But let me know if you fancied any of them. For West Ham. So the top 16 list, Mbappe. Well, yeah, let me go to someone that we could have won. It's quite, you might have forgotten, like Douglas Luiz, 51 million euros to Man United. To Juve, what am I fucking on about? United got unlucky, didn't they? One of their signings, Lenny Euro, 62 million euros. Wow. Is he 18? 62 million. Whoa. He's up there. Pedro Neto to Chelsea. I think that's someone J-Lo would have loved. J-Lo loves 3 technically sound midfielders. He loves 4-3-3, I think. long term. So Souček doesn't fit that mold. Alvarez doesn't, unless he's got huge technical ability I haven't seen. Rodriguez is all right. Paqueta obviously all right. So he wants, I was saying the Modric type, John Monker, Ian Bishop, Benyun, Berkovic, highly technical, could keep a ball all day, skillful, pass it left, pass it right, pass it long, pass it short, pick up the ball from the defense, dictate the speed of play, the nature where the game's going. If you're defending it, keep the ball. If we need a goal, instruments start the attacks. Very few players like that, but instead, what Moyes used to like is a hardcore 100% organic CDM. Just wins the ball, that's it. Souček can't keep the ball. He's not comfortable with it. He just runs and runs and runs. Alvarez is a pure CDM, again, wins it, but once he's got the ball, Alvarez, I'm not sure how comfortable he looks. I don't know, but let me know your comments. Onana's in there, any 50 million. Olise, the Palace guy, oh, what a player. But he quickly went, didn't he? Paulinho, everyone, 51 million. Bayern Munich. Zerki, Savinho. So let me know out of those if you fancied any of them. So let me go back to the comments, see what you guys are thinking. It doesn't look good for them, and I think the manager will be gone, mate. I think I wouldn't play for him. He just got that thing about him that you imagine Monday morning, I got going to training and I got to work with that guy. It just Klopp, obviously, I would have loved to work for Klopp. He can get the best out of you. He's fucking mad. Every day's different. He G's you up. Do you remember all the youngsters or people making their debuts and Klopp used to put his arm around them? And, you want to run her through a brick wall, someone like that, don't you? Moisey just never cut out to be an inspiring figure on the touchline for me. Like, mate, you want to inspire me to fucking open a carton of milk, mate. Forget that, mate. I don't know how old you are, Jack Davis, but there's an old Carry On film, Carry On at Your Convenience, and Sidney James is in there. God bless, from the 1970s, a Carry On famous films. And there's a bird in there, isn't it, who tells him which horses are going to win. And then he's reading the newspaper where all the and mentioning the names of the horses running. And then when the bird makes like a noise, he puts money on that bird, and the bird wins. I mean, that horse wins coming in. It's hilarious. But you reminded me of that one, mate. Some of the things I remember. My mind works in curious ways, as all of you guys know. Yeah, it's just when you look at those YouTube videos, don't know what to make of them. And all the YouTube videos with Todibo in it, tell me if I'm wrong, is him passing. There's very few in there with him intercepting, tackling. All of them are about how well he passes the ball from the back, which is a great trait, good trait. Kilman's the same. And hopefully we're building a much more technically sound team, like I said, who's comfortable in possession, keep ball, and much better football to watch, really. Let me show you the next 17, from 17 to 25. So this is the next list, everyone. Max Kilman's in there. So Arsenal have signed a centre-back. Tell me what you think about that. I know it's not Arsenal's show. Why are they signing a €45 million centre-back when they're never getting the injuries? The centre-back pairing they've got is more or less set in concrete. Weird, isn't it? Ian Maatsen. If you remember, right, Ian Maatsen has obviously come from Chelsea. He was on loan last year at Dortmund, I think, and the Dutch league before that. We tried to get him really hard on loan last summer. You might not know this. We tried to get him on loan, and it obviously didn't happen. And €44 million later, everyone, that's the new fullback, left back of Aston Villa. Because like I said, Matty Cash, defensive-wise, one of the worst defenders out there. Digne, injuries, not quite looked himself. A lot of money Chelsea are making. Oh, what is all this Archie Gray and everyone? €41 million and Archie Gray, 18. Daniel Levy, I mean, God, he must have double-checked a lot. William Pancho's in there. What about Kernan Dewsbury Hall? 35 million, centre mid, Leicester. Interesting, isn't it, mate? Interesting. Let me go back in the comments, see what you naughty people are thinking. Let's have a look. Oh, Joey Barton, the naughty boy. Was it Joey? Oh, mate. Yeah, hilarious, wasn't it? Look at a couple more comments and we'll carry on with the show. And let me know in the chat anything else you want to know. Trini's having a laugh. Like I said, keep the laughter going, keep the happiness going, spread the happiness. And hopefully West Ham's history used to be play good football, give it a good go. As long as he went for the win, you tackle hard, you ran your heart out, you get applauded off the pitch. We know we're not going to win every game. We know we're not going to win more often than not. It's all about the right setup, the right attitude. Football's an entertainment. Entertain the crowd, especially with the prices right now. And we're going to come into that very, very shortly, everyone. So here's another list. What do you guys think of Smith Rowe? He scored within 7 minutes of his debut, number 10, 24 years old, 31 million euros. I think he said no to West Ham loan deal last winter, I think. Not 100% on that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Our very own beloved Todibo's in that list, isn't he? He's in that list. Let's keep checking the comments and we'll go on. We'll carry on. There's no rush, everyone. No, I haven't, mate. Is that the one Simon Jordan did with him? The thing was, I just want to get away from David Moyes now. I don't want to mention him anymore. And I just wish him good luck. I've got more time for Sam Allardyce than David Moyes, but that's just me. I think Sam has something about him. He's more of a character. I'd rather spend an evening in the company of Sam Allardyce and Nolan rather than David Moyes. That's just me. Yeah, it got a bit nasty towards Moisey in the end, and I don't want to think about him, mate. I don't want to think about him, and I don't want to. I kind of know what he's going to say. You know, what's the academy? I don't know. What's the West Ham way? He's going to laugh, take the piss. I know Sam does that as well, to be fair. So I'd rather not go down there, but thanks for bringing it to my attention, mate. But I might, but at the moment, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather not, I think, mate. Take care, Jack, mate. Thanks for joining in, and yeah, keep in touch. We usually do a live immediate reaction after each game, mate, and other things. But yeah, thanks a lot. Have a great Friday, mate. I think we've done all the business we can do financially, Trini. And again, I'm just being streetwise. Paqueta, Kudos will be gone next summer. One of them. So we're going to get a lot of cash, aren't we? We're going to get a lot of cash next summer. Hopefully, most of these signings can settle. We'll have a good kitty to buy left back, buy another centre mid, more technical centre mid. And it's going to look even better, mate, and get another striker in Duran. I don't know. It's going to look even so much better in 1 year's time, mate. Obviously, if Kuda stays, Paqueta stays, we're the winners as well. Good players. No problem with that. We're winners both ways, mate. Yeah, Swansea game. Oh, that was hilarious, wasn't it? Sam Allardyce, you might not know, was a fullback for West Brom, I think, as well as some other clubs. And he squared up to Chicharito, Swansea, who's play acting, rolling around near the touchline, and Sam just started laughing at him. And then Chicharito was going to stand up against him, and it was a big mismatch. Hippo's head was just bigger than the whole body of Chicharito, much more taller, much more bigger, and Chicharito kind of walked away a little bit. But I was at that game, I think. Yeah. Right. Let's share one or two more things with you. Let's look at these are the prices, everyone, for a typical category A game like Man City, everyone. So let me just make that bigger for you guys. And Yeah, I was always band one normally, £100 irrespective of age, £90 band two, and as you can see, I know concession's been confusing some people, but what that means is that within the bands, all the prices are the same for an adult, for an elderly person, under 21, under 18, and someone with accessibility issues. So normally what you would have found is that under 18s were a lot cheaper. So was under 21s and all the other brackets. So Manchester City, if you want to take anyone with you, it's going to cost you £200. Band six, band five, yeah, it's kind of that's kind of what it is. Let me know in the comments. And then Bournemouth prices. I suggest you guys. This is going to go on general sale in the coming days, and please try to grab a few tickets because you never know if you're going to get a chance again at these type of prices. I'm going to snap them up, so I might even become a Claret member, get it ahead of general sale. So really good prices. Midweek game under the lights. I don't know if the lights will come on because we're still in summer, but it's Bournemouth. But let me know what you think about the concessions. Have you given up your season ticket? Well, actually, season tickets, I did the same prices though. I think it's a lot cheaper season tickets, but then who can commit to going all the time? I don't know. Let's look at one more thing for you guys. I think that was it. It's been really good in the comments. First live show with this new app. I still got to mess about with it though, but I think it worked well. You heard me, you saw me, and the comments was really good. Lots of people in the chat in the comments, and yeah, we discussed the transfers, squad size, the age of the squad, Bowen, Kudos, stories of him leaving, a couple of more players linked. What more do you want in the coming windows? Concessions of prices. So more or less everything that's been happening. Just leaves me to say that thank you very much for joining. We will be doing many more live shows like we used to going forward. Join the Fantasy Football League. It's the Carling Premier, whatever. It's the big one. Just you might have a team already. I'm going to finish off my team after the show. So 2 codes. Join them. All free to join. The winner gets round the world British Airways tickets and a Rolls Royce. Whoever finishes second gets a Ford Capri. Whoever finishes third gets two tickets to Butlins. Whoever finishes 4, 2 business class tickets to North Korea. If you finish 5th, it's a romantic candlelit dinner with David Sullivan, and we're thinking about the prizes 6 to 10 really. So it depends what you guys want to do really. So that's it, I think, from me. I'm going to give your Friday afternoon back to you. Stay positive. Irrespective of the starting lineup tomorrow, the manager knows best. Actually, no, what am I talking about? I'm not going to go anywhere. No, what am I doing? I told you I'm going mad. No, we're going to do tactics. We're going to do tactics. Stay with me. Here we go. The tactics in the corner. I'm going mad. So this is a team I think Lopetegui is going to do. I showed you that yesterday, didn't I? So let me go back with the comments. I'm losing the plot. Hang on a minute. Yeah, and all those cars are worth a lot of money. I know the Cosworths a lot, aren't they? Cosworth worth a lot of money. So they all worth a lot. So this is what I think JLo's going to start tomorrow. So let me know in the comments what you think. It's quite a conservative team with the 2 holding midfielders. Souček, I don't know what he is. Is he a holding player? I don't know. He never used to tackle. He doesn't intercept. He just runs, closes people down if he can. He never quite gets the ball physically off anyone, and he bangs a goal in 1 in 10 on the back post in the last minute and puts 2 chances over the bar from 2 meters out, whatever. I don't know apart from that, but Good servant, to be fair. I'm taking the mick. He's been a good servant, nice lad. We got a lot of value for the money we spent on him. It's just, I think we need a bit of a better player in there than that. So this is the team I think J-Lo's going to play with. I don't agree with it. Let me know in the comments what you think before I naughty boy. So let me know, and then I'm going to put my team on. Okay, let me put my team on. So this is my team. Again, like you said, let's hit the ground running. Got nothing to lose. You're at home. Nice sunny day. Crowd behind us. Well, the best way to get a crowd on your back behind the team. Yeah, Somerville. No reason not to play him. Had a great season last season. Like I said, their player of the year. League's player of the year. He played 20 games in the Premier League 2 years ago. Penalty taker. Right-footed left winger. Stick him in there. Kudos. Bowen. Don't have to say nothing. Fulkrug. Put him in there. I do understand why Antonio, you might want to start him because he's got something to prove. He's looked good in pre-season. He's lost a bit more weight. He's got that thing between his legs, whatever. You might want to play him. I'd rather go with Fulkrug. Paqueta, obviously there with Rodriguez. Wan-Bissaka, just stick them all in there. Nice young defence apart from Emerson there. Lots of pace. That's kind of what I would do. Let me know in the comments what you think. Trini. Yeah, Kufal, Souček, Antonio have been good servants for the club, to be fair. It's just that I think it's time for a change, isn't it, with respect. That's what we're saying. I don't want to be too nasty towards those guys. They're good lads. Yeah, that's what I thought, mate. Our teams are the same, aren't they, mate? Absolutely, my man. Yeah, let's see what happens, mate. Let's see what happens. No matter what happens, mate, the thing is that's such a good bench, you know. Either way, you know, good bench is going to be. I don't see Souček fitting into a J-Lo team. I don't see Ward-Prowse fitting in, but they're all decent, good squad players, and we're in a win-win situation. I think if they play, if they don't play, there's going to be a good player in there, really. Yep. That's what I mean. Don't play him 90 minutes. That's when you're going to get the worst out of him. That's when he loses interest. He gets bored. He can't press. Then I'm going to have a go at him. We need someone who can much more nimble on their feet, better at reading the situation, someone with a better striker's instinct, which Fulkrug has got in terms of off the ball movement, anticipation where the ball's going to be. That's what a good striker. That's what's the difference between a good quality striker and one not. One that can read the situation, good instincts, gets there seconds before the ball's going to get there. That's how you create space. That's how you get on the end of a goal at the far post, near post, all that kind of thing, you know. Whereas Antonio is very static. He stands there next to two defenders. How the fuck are you meant to pick him out? The only situation he's good is when he picks it up outside the area, turns around and just bulldozes his way into the area. His finishing normally ain't that good. The more time you give him to think, the worst. So he's those are some of his sort of positives and negatives, really. Yeah. Hello, mate. Yeah, let me just put that there, my man. Who's our best player? Bowen. I think Bowen's got to be our best player, the most dependable, injury-free, strong as an ox. It's got to be Bowen, and he's helped out front when he didn't need to. He done more than an able job there, mate. Good on the wing, good in the middle. I think Bowen's got to be up there. Kudos, I think, is a very good threat. Can play with both feet, can dribble at fast speeds, can finish. Paqueta on his days very good. It didn't happen a lot for him since last January. Hope we get more out of him. I think that's about it, mate. So kudos and Bowen for me and Paqueta. Out the new signings, I'm hoping for a really dependable, reliable, good professional Wan-Bissaka. I'm sure I'll get that. Sure, I'll get that from him in terms of pure one-to-one defending. That'll be great. I'm hoping that one of Kilman and Todibo can be a leader at the back, which Zuma wasn't, which Agerd isn't. Someone who can read the situation, can marshal that back four, captain style. I used to love my captains being centre mid or centre backs, but Bowen is our captain. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. It's just about, that's what I'm hoping from some of these players. Somerville, just carry on. I'm hoping the manager gives him a license to not be afraid to make those runs and dribbles. If you lose it, you lose it, which Moyes didn't give Benrahma that license. Benrahma tried to dribble a lot when he first came from Brentford. He lost it a couple of times, and I don't know what David Moyes said to him, but the boy was in his shell for the rest of his time. So if you buy someone like Somerville with his record of goals and assists and technical playing ability, you don't want to take that away from him. You want to be a bit like Harry Redknapp, put your arm around him and say, son, what I bought you for, go and do it, mate. Go and do it. There's a funny story about Liverpool back in the Shankly times of the 70s and 80s. I think Graham Souness came in to join him, another good player. And in training and before a game, he went up to the Liverpool manager. He said, how should we play? What do you want me to do? He goes, don't ask me that. Because we brought you in to do a job, carry on doing what we brought you in for. That's what I mean. Keep football simple. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate with tactics and all this making runs. Just keep it simple. If you're a defender, defend, mark your man, fuck zonal marking, get your man, don't lose your man, keep in line, keep in communication, job done. Right? If you're up front, keep in contact with the wingers so you got some kind of communication. And you know when to make a run, when not to make a run. And same as the wingers. You're here for a job because you are good at attacking, you're skillful, you're good at dribbling, you enjoy shooting. Of course, ever since you are born with the ball at your feet, what do you want to do? Score a goal or set a goal up? So why take that away from someone to just play, whatever you call it, low ball? What's that thing you call David Moyes? Just don't want the ball, don't want possession, just stand there like statues, running around without the ball for 75% of the game. Who the fuck would want to do that? Is that football? Who would want to do that? Is that what you're born to play football? I don't want the football. I'll play football. I don't want the football. What kind of shit is that? I can't believe these players half did well for David Moyes. I would have walked out ages ago. Trying to fuck off, mate. Fuck that. I ain't playing like that. So, do you know what I mean? Let me just go back to the comments and then I'll show you one more screen, my naughty people. Yeah, the thing with him, mate, I didn't agree with it because he was 30, wasn't he, when we signed him. I didn't understand that signing because of the age. So that's another one where it's going to be difficult to get him off the books. I don't know, panic signing more or less, or I don't know. I'm not sure about that. We should have gone for someone else. I love Eze. I love Eze at Palace. I keep telling that story, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But Eze, David Moyes was lined up to sign him before Benrahma came in. But what David Sullivan told David Moyes was, we've got to get rid of Filippo Anderson. One out, one in, not the other way around. So we had to wait until Anderson left on the last day of the window. By then, Eze had gone, and we had to pick up someone on the shopping on the fence, on the bench or whatever, on the shelf. And Benrahma wasn't really David Moyes signing, really, and you could probably tell that. So all these little circus things used to go on at West Ham. I'm hoping used to. It's true, really. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Well, there you go. What a great job you've done yourself, mate. Everyone, go to YouTube after me. Dad's Our Job Podcast. I'm going to make a note of it right now, mate. Very interesting name. What's that one? Dad's Our Job Podcast. I will watch it and I will put a comment in there, you naughty boy. and find out what it's all about, innit? But thanks for joining in, and hopefully I'll watch you guys regularly, and then vice versa, mate. So there you go, you naughty people. Go and watch that. Support all the people. Like I said, doing a podcast and YouTube videos takes a lot of time. Takes a lot of planning and things like that. It'll be good. I will, mate. I will, and I might even plug it in for the next show. Or why don't you appear in the next one, and we'll keep it going, innit, mate? But I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. I'm in a much happier mood than I have been the last couple of years. Really getting a nice bonding with the manager, mate. I got that little thing with him there. I really think he'll be good. I'm wishing him the best. Really hope he does well. Just getting a little liking for him, mate. That little sixth sense about him. You know what I mean? Okay, there he's on Spotify. So I'm on Spotify, mate. So yeah, watch that, mate. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Dad's Our Job podcast, new podcast on Spotify. In the comments, mate, let us know. Is it a West Ham podcast, or is it a football podcast, or general sports podcast? Is it looking at the world's rum whiskies that I could get into? Bacardi rum, you know what I mean? Let us know what it's all about as well. It's always quite interesting to find out what people are doing. Casey, the white collar pencil pusher manager, is saying one more player, one more position. Interesting, mate. I know a lot of us want a left back, but we got Cressy in there, don't we? We can't sign a third left back, mate. I wouldn't have given Cressy that extra year, but I know funds are limited. I would go. I know Steve will agree with me. I would go for another striker, a younger striker, mate. Duran would have been bang on, mate. I think Duran's an animal. He's fucking ferocious. He's strong. He's all action. And I know it's a lot of money, but it's just worth the punt. I don't think he's really failed anywhere. Every time Villa have used him, he's done more than well. They really think highly of him. They don't like his character, but they love what he can do. He's a bit of an Eric Cantona, if you remember. I mean, it's a huge thing I'm saying. I mean, but I'm saying personality-wise. I mean, obviously, Duran's got a lot of things to do in his career to go anywhere near Cantona, but Cantona was a naughty boy. A lot of you might not know. Before he went to Sheffield Wednesday, Leeds, Man United, I think he was banned by the French league to play for France. He'd been sent off a lot of the times, troublemaker, moody, and he came a bit like Di Canio. Really hard characters. Arnie, they do well for West Ham, don't they, these types? I've had no issue about him. So for me, mate, it would be Duran, a young striker. Would be good to put one in the mix, mate. If not, then I would have gone for a left back. Then I would have gone for a young left back. That would have made a whole new defence for the next 4 or 5 years. No problem, isn't it, mate? So that's kind of what I'm thinking, Gatesy boy. But thank you for your question, sir. And thank you for sticking in there, mate. Let's see what else is going on in that naughty show. There we go. Let's go back to the podcast. Oh. Interesting, mate. Yeah. I would have found it quite difficult to leave now. Next summer, for sure, mate. But thanks for your insights. And like I said, it might sound like it. I don't make these things like waking up. I know... I give that impression sometimes. Just full of shit. It's fucking world break. Listen, I do go mad sometimes. I agree. That day of the world exclusive John Duran, I had one or too many rums on a Sunday, and this naughty feeling came to my head, and I thought I'd do a good guesswork there. I thought, but listen, I'm just being honest. I was just having a laugh, but I thought it was a calculated thing to do. Fucking then come off, but there you go. Oh, matey, that's just me, innit? I like a bit of a laugh, innit? There we go. Okay. Yeah, let me get in. Yeah, let me watch one or two, and then I'll probably find out what it's all about. But I love the podcast because a lot of the regulars now, I'm always in the garden doing stuff, and I stick headphones on, podcast on. What am I listening to at the moment? Essex Boys. I'm listening to Essex Boys at the moment. There's like a 5-hour podcast in there, and I find it quite interesting. What did I do before then? Fred West murders, the House of Horrors murders. I was into that before that. Before that, Jack the Ripper. So getting to know a bit about character. So before that, a lot of history. I love history and things like that. History, mystery, murders, all that kind of thing. Football, obviously. There's a good John Motson one out there, isn't it, mate? John Motson, God bless him, passed away now, but Motti podcast. Very good interviews with Alan Kirbishley, Malcolm MacDonald, amongst others, you naughty people. Yeah, let's watch it, Trini, and then we'll give some feedback. What's going on in the chat? Peter's in the house. Peter Elliott. Yeah, Peter, I agree. I mean, this is what I would do or what I would want, but I think what more realistic is, mate, is the conservative lineup of J-Lo, isn't it, mate? Where a lot of the last year's team are in there, mate, and he's being a bit more careful, being a bit reserved with 2 CDMs and another kind of Paqueta in front of him, mate, and then, yeah. But we are fans, aren't we? We like to go all out, don't we, mate? Attacking, especially West Ham. Brilliant. Someone's back in the comments. Hello, how you doing, mate? Hope all is good. Oh, well done. You're in Canada. Yeah, interesting. I've been to Canada, got a lot of family out there. Toronto, I've been to Vancouver, Edmonton, Montreal, Ottawa. Haven't been Calgary. Interesting. My wife's going to go out there for work actually next month. So I hope you're doing good, mate. Hope you're doing good. Hello, early doors, mate. How you doing? Afternoon. I've been waffling on for 1 hour, 20 minutes. I've really enjoyed it today. It's been so long, and we're still struggling with the format, aren't we? But everything's good, early doors. I hope what I was saying is, let's be positive. Let's really look forward to even tonight. Just go back to when you were 12. Just go back to 11 and 12 when we were collecting. Gee, who's my age? I'm 50, right? So who remembers Shoot magazine? Match magazine used to come out every Tuesday, Wednesday. My dad would give me some money to go and get it. Then you would read it, all the player interviews, especially the back page used to be a player being interviewed. Then you used to wait until your club, like West Ham, would have a team group in the middle. You take it out, put it on your bedroom wall. League ladders was something Shoot magazine used to do at the beginning of every season. So you're able to, it's like a cardboard wallpaper thing, and there was inserts and space in there to put your team as the season goes, according to what position they're in the league. I remember that. Panini sticker albums, oh, they were my life. My mum actually gave them away to charity, and they were worth a lot of money from 1983, 84 till 92. I had all of them complete. Mexico World Cup, all of them, and yeah, they were gone, mate. A really, really not a good day that was for me, really. But yeah, beginning of the season, yeah, FA Cup final day. If you remember, wake up in the morning, ITV, BBC keep switching it over. FA Cup programs all day, and then the start of the league season. Everyone's excited, and sometimes back then if you didn't go to the matches really young, you didn't quite know what strip we had on unless you see a picture of pre-season game. So first pictures of the first game used to show you the team strip, the new players, so exciting. And then you looked at what everyone else has bought, who you're playing, how are we going to do. Excellent day. It's going to be really nice sunny day tomorrow as well. And I think it's exciting, especially because we've done so much work in the window. That'll kind of make it even more exciting, isn't it, everyone? I'm just going to go into the other window now and just see what's happening in the chat. Let's have a look. Yeah, yeah. Panini, Panini stickers, mate. Shoot magazine, Match magazine, Football Focus, wasn't it? Early doors on the Saturday lunchtime, and then Satan Greavesy on the ITV, and then even before that, ITV. If you watch the wrestling around 3 o'clock, the football scores used to come on the bottom, and you say Premier League Division 1, da 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 Chelsea nil, da 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 the West Ham 1, Macaveni. So that all used to happen, and then after full time, they used to go to 3 grounds where the cameras were there, like the BBC. That way, you knew what games are going to be shown on match, because Match of the Day would only show 3 games highlighted in the 80s. So there wasn't hardly any live games then until 84. So you would know. So like my dad said, I used to go to the ground and I used to know because the BBC cameras. So if you're at the ground, you knew that your game's going to be on Match of the Day because the BBC cameras would be outside Upton Park. So that was a giveaway. Or if you're at home, and when they used to do the halftime report, it was from the ground. And then you knew, shit, tonight, like, let's get ready. Our game's going to be one of the 3. Great days. Different days. Great memories, really. But how times have changed, really. Now you got all kinds of things on how to watch it, haven't you? Yeah, Dickie Davis. Dickie D. I think he's still around, is he? Des Lynam a little bit before that, wasn't it? Oh, mate. Making everyone feel old, don't I? Right, a couple of comments and I'm going to give you afternoon back to you. Yeah, okay, let's keep an eye on that, mate. But hope you're well. Nice little picture there, mate. Hope you do. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's meant to be a sellout, everyone. It's meant to be a sellout tomorrow. Let's see if there's any empty seats. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Good to hear you guys. Like I said, we've kind of told everyone in the chat to listen to it. I'm going to listen to it straight after. Like I said, when I'm doing DIY around the house, which is my habit, or in the garden, fiddling about, I always listen to Spotify. So really looking forward to that, mate. And yeah, give you feedback on the next show. So Dad's Our Job podcast, everyone. Please give it. I suppose you can't do a like on a Spotify. It's just that if you watch it, isn't it? That helps your numbers, I suppose, isn't it, mate? I'm not sure what else. Yeah, a bit different to YouTube channels, isn't it? Oh, cannot surprise. Ken Hammers. Ken Hammers is a Facebook legend. A lives West Ham, breathes West Ham, dreams West Ham, sleeps West Ham, eats West Ham, drinks West Ham, breathes West Ham. Ken Hammers, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you Ken Hammers. But yeah, hope you're doing good. He seriously got a huge Facebook page. Very, very wise, very experienced, knowledgeable West Ham fan. So thank you for your time, Kent, because I know you're busy, mate. I know you're busy thinking about West Ham, mate. But yeah, I'm sure Kent's looking forward to tomorrow. Back to the season where, like I said, the funny thing, Kent, was there was a picture I saw somewhere of a wife girlfriend passing remote control back to the boyfriend or husband. Is hilarious. Like it's like passing the baton in the relay. Like the good ladies had the remote control over the summer. It's time to give it back to the old bloke. Some funny things out there you see on TikTok and all kinds of hilarious things. Steve's in the house. Steve's at the fag. I remember LBC. God, yeah, they used to cover West Ham quite well in the 80s. They used to have a thing called Who Are You? Do you remember, Steve? Who Are You? You used to be clues leading up to a famous sportsman. Then you had to call in. You win a prize, wasn't it? I remember when Capital Gold with Jonathan Pearce started to get live. I think rest in peace Bobby Moore worked for them a little bit before he passed away. I used to watch Capital Gold quite a lot. But yeah, you're definitely right. Jeff Stelling, the legend, whose job we all wanted, which was 3 hours a week, wasn't it? Working 3 hours a week. Who'd want that? I'm sure there's a lot more work than that behind it, but I thought I'd have a bit of a laugh. But it's a job that anyone want to do, wouldn't it? It's sold out. They're asking for tickets. Oh, interesting, Ken. Yeah, you can't beat what you can see with the visible eye. Let's see what the seats look like, isn't it, mate? Yeah, I was just sharing the prices and Kent earlier on. I can do that again, mate. This is obviously the city prices, Kent, as you know, a typical category A. I think we got AA star, have we? I'm not sure, but certainly this is Man City. And as you can see, Kent and everyone else, £100, £55, and it's the same price across all the bands, everyone. A lot of money there. I'm usually always band 1, so I won't be there tomorrow. I have to go somewhere. But yeah, that's certainly going to stop me from going to as many games as I wanted to, really. But that's why I'm telling everyone to make your make an effort to go to the Bournemouth game. This is the Bournemouth prices, everyone. General sale next couple of days. Definitely make an effort, especially with the younger ones. You might not be able to go again. So, yeah, go to the Bournemouth game if you can, everyone. Let's see what's happening back in the comments. What you remember about Jonathan Pearce, mate, is that he used to go mad, didn't he? He used to get so excited, which is great. Good commentary as well. Sometimes, you remember, not him, but sometimes some commentators, you're listening. If you're not there, you get more nervous because you can't see what's going on. And some of the commentators, they used to go mad, and you think it's going to go in, and then it wouldn't. And when you watch the replay back, it wasn't really going to go in. What? And then the commentators, like, got you the kittens. You're kind of, whoa, mate, you're sweating there. So some of them used to kind of overdo it a bit, didn't they? I think the Brian Butler was a big one in the 80s, that famous Maradona goal commentary. That kind of rings a bell. Yeah, that's what I mean, Kent. You got to make the most of it, mate. Yep. Absolutely agree, my man. Early doors. What my dad used to do, he would listen to the radio with the headphones on, and I wouldn't know what the score is, and he would make up things like you'd go like, oh no, and I'm like, what's happened? Oh, we're 1-0 down. So a couple of times there's a complete lie, and I'm like, oh my, that was bad. I didn't know what was going on. And he's like, oh, they've scored, and I'm like, that's bad. Sometimes when you are telling the truth, I'm not going to believe you anyway. So yeah, that was a bit cruel, wasn't it? But I certainly remember those days. Oh, Brazil was famous, wasn't it? Brazil was famous. The goal one, isn't it? With the carry on goal. That was quite funny, mate. Oh, mate. Oh, we could chat about football all day, couldn't we, eh? Oh, mate. I did a really funny thing, Ken. I did some mad things in the ground. I'm sitting there watching, obviously, live in the ground, and I've told the fan next to me, I said there's been a goal, but it hasn't come up yet. We're 1-0 up. He's like, he got a bit confused. Because that's what happens sometimes if you're slow in the feed or you're at home live. You know, the goal in the ground happens a few seconds before, and I was in the ground and I said, we've scored. Too many rums again, innit, Kent, mate? What can I do, mate? You know what I mean? Come on, it's all comedy, mate. Crazy. Yeah, I remember pages. Some people used to clip it. Trousers, isn't it? Pager. Oh, mate. I'll tell you what, checking the scores, I remember, is obviously when you're in danger of getting relegated, you're about to win. So the 85-86 season, any lucky fans that went to the Hawthorns when we were playing West Brom, we needed Chelsea to beat Liverpool. They were not going to do that. I will believe to my dying day that Chelsea threw that game. Liverpool beat Chelsea 1-0 at the Bridge. Chelsea weeks ago beat West Ham at Upton Park. We whacked them 4-0 at the Bridge. There's no way that their chairman, Ken Bates, was going to let West Ham win the league. That no way. And they let Liverpool win 1-0. Dougley scored. But the fans at the West Brom game, which we won 4-2, I think. So no one knew what was going on, whether Liverpool are winning or drawing. Liverpool won. They won the league. That left us with one game against Everton. Was nothing to play for because the British clubs are kicked out of Europe thanks to Liverpool. So we didn't really have much to play for. So that's when radios, isn't it? When you're kind of about to go up, about to go down, people in the crowd kind of got that, haven't they? Well, Steve, at least you've seen the old Highbury with the cock end, mate. I think they've done a much better job of how they've looked after history from Highbury. I'm told there's nice gardens there. The clock is preserved somewhere there, and it's much nicer than what we've got Upton Park, where I went back to the show. So watch that Green Street Part 1 and 2 Hammer History thing I done for the channel. Steve was one of the guests. We did that a couple of years ago. We went back to Green Street and we spoke to local shop owners, business owners. We walked through what Upton Park looks like right now. So, yeah, not really that fond of it, to be fair. Yeah, I've heard they've got these double A, triple A, sounds like batteries, don't they, mate? I don't know. I mean, can it go more than 100? I mean, we're not that type of club, mate. You know, there's not a lot of money. I mean, around West Ham fans. You know, we're not that type of club. I mean, £120 is it? What? Fucking nuts, mate. I don't know, mate. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. CFAX. You can get mugs. I don't know, Michael. Have you seen like a nice birthday present? You can get any game, any club, CFAX or teletext. They give you the snapshot of that screen with the goals, and you put it around a mug. It looks great. It's quite an interesting birthday present. If you can't think of something to give someone. Ginger, where you been? You get Gingy's an old friend. He was there also in the two shows we did, and the regular on the channel. He's retired now. He won the lottery. He lives in Isle of Wight. Got a couple of yachts, that kind of thing. But how you doing, Gingy? I was thinking about you the other day. What you been up to, mate? Have you got a pair of headphones you can listen and hear by now, have you? Yeah, I know, Gingy. You're a bit emotional, weren't we, that day, mate? Very difficult walking around where the penalty spot used to be, trying to guess where the goals would have been, what was what in the ground, the east stand, west stand. Yeah, it's not nice, was it, mate? Not nice. Yeah, yeah, I think they're all right. Sometimes you don't know what to get someone for their birthday or whatever, so it's just interesting, isn't it? Why would that be listed and our ground not? I don't know, mate, but yeah, bit odd, isn't it? Funny you say that, mate. You know when the I'm trying to think of the name. It's a Carabao Cup, isn't it? I always call it the Milk Cup, Rumblers Cup, Carling Cup, all those other names we used to have. Um, I thought it might be Millwall West Ham because I double checked with the kids. They go, "Yeah, Dad." They go, "Millwall's in the draw," and we were both in the draw for ages, weren't we? Millwall and West Ham, and then the kids told me it's a North and South now. I didn't even know about that. So we could have. I heard they'll never make it happen. I'm hearing rumours if Millwall draw West Ham, they're going to put the ball back in the bag and do it again. I don't know because police authorities going to say we can't enter that game, so it has to be closed doors. So it can't happen. That I don't know. You guys in the chat might know a bit more than that. I don't know. Such a Singh is in the house. Singh G, how are you? I don't know. Someone help him out. Do you think have they decided? West Ham Bournemouth. I'm having a quick look for you, mate. Let's have a look. Tuesday, 27th of August. That's my wife's birthday. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's my wife's birthday. Oh, man. I can't watch tomorrow's game or go because I have to go to someone's house in the family. I can't go to Bournemouth or difficult because my wife. I'm stitched up now, aren't I? Oh, flipping hell. So just Henry, you give me some bad news there, mate. But it's Tuesday, mate. It looks like. Not happy, mate. Not happy. Not happy. No, you're not allowed. No, Gingy, you're not allowed, naughty boy. You are nice in the chat. We can hear you. We can understand what you're writing, sir. But hope you're doing good. We'll catch up one of the games, mate. Or outside the ground. We can't afford to go in anymore, Ginger. We'll catch up outside, mate. You know what I mean. Okay, because oh, is it? Google's got it down as the 27th to be decided. Then it says to be decided. So we'll see what happens, mate. Yeah, it's a bit up in the air, isn't it? A bit up in the air, mate. But yeah, that's one that everyone should make an effort to go to. I think. See some, like I said, our squads are going to be so strong for both Cup and League. We can certainly put a good team out there. Yeah, I don't like they got rid of all the old boys, Tony Cottee, Matthew Le Tissier. I don't know if Merson's still around or whether he's moved over to BT. I don't like the panels anymore, mate, for obvious reasons, before I get myself into trouble. But nah, not for me, mate. Nah. Chris Kamara's quite funny, but he's got an illness, isn't he? He's got a few issues. Chris Kamara is famous for breaking Frank McVanney's leg versus Stoke City, opening game of the 1989-90 season. So, yes, we do not remember Chris fondly, but maybe some of you in your hearts, as time has gone on, can forgive Chris Kamara for breaking our darling Frank McAvaney's leg. That's all I can say. I think I've forgiven him. He's kind of grown on me, Chris, but everyone is different. Yeah, it's all right. He's a whiny. Yeah, he's all right. Chris Sutton has predicted 1-1 tomorrow. Chris Smith. Chris Sutton says 1-1. Does Lawrenson still do the fixtures? We used to have such a laugh with him. He never used to say West Ham win, did he? I don't think in 15, 20 years of him doing predictions, he ever said Liverpool would lose a game. Let's see what's happening in the comments. Yeah, that was the one that was a bit of an eyesore, to be honest, mate. It just didn't look right, did it? It needed to be I think we needed to build a West End as near equivalent as possible on the east side, wrap up the corners, and we would have had a nice capacity size. They said, oh, you can't go that high because of the flats behind. But when you see the new developments, mate, it's higher than the West End would have ever been. All lies, all bullshit, mate. Complete codswallop. If there was a will, it could have easily been done. But they obviously had other ideas that we all know about. Oh, Damien, Tim, oh, mate. I find it very hard to like Spurs people, mate. I find it very hard. Then you got people like even Paul Allen. I mean, he's never invited back, is he? Like he left West Ham in '85. We signed Mark Ward. Don't know why Paul Allen left because of the money contract. Very controversial. He's not welcome back, even though he was at the Berlin at the last day. That's the first time I've fucking ever seen him in and around West Ham. He's not been around. Martin Peters used to go between both, but he had such respect, no one would say anything. So he's one who used to do both. Clive Allen, but Clive Allen will never come back and do Hammers Legend Nights. So I don't think so. He's more with Spurs, even though he played a bit for us. No, I don't like Spurs people, mate. I'll tell you what, the only one I like is Glenn Hoddle. Maybe because he's from West London, there where I was born and brought up, innit, mate? So I was like brought up near Hayes and West Drayton and Southall. So Alan Devonshire, Kevin Keane, Paul Goddard, Andy Impey, Glenn Hoddle, Ray Wilkins. They're all kind of Hillingdon boys, Hillingdon Borough boys around where I was kind of born, brought up, really. No, I find it difficult to like Spurs people. Oh yeah, Ken, yeah. He's gone. Like Letitia, all that generation. Yeah, they're all gone, aren't they, mate? They don't fit the tin, do they, mate? We know why. They don't fit the box. But yeah, they're all gone, aren't they? But yeah, I remember he done a show like Letitia's always slagging Sky off, and yeah, you're right, mate. Stevie, Steve, let me know in the comments. Did you ever go White Hart Lane back in the day? Cheer on Steve Perryman and that, mate. Actually, Steve Perryman's another West London connection. So in near Hayes, now where I used to live, there was Steve Perryman Sports. He had two shops, I think. One was in Hayes, and Hayes used to have a KFC, which not many people had in the 70s as well. All these stupid things I remember, seriously. Has he? I didn't think so. I wasn't sure unless it's gone under the radar, mate. But like when he had John Lyle get, he wouldn't come. I don't know why. I don't know. I just can't see him regularly being in touch with. I mean, even like ex-employee Dave Walker, those sort of guys, they've never interviewed him. He's never come back to any Legend Nights. Never seen him, mate. Seriously, but if he is, he is. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Maltese Hammer, how you doing? Yeah, Clive's okay, isn't he? Martin Allen's obviously part of the family. Bradley Allen used to be at QPR. Paul, obviously youngest player, was it 17 at FA Cup final 1980? Great winger. Was our player of the year in the 84-85 season. And then he left for Spurs and we signed Mark Ward. But welcome, Maltese Hammer. Hope you're doing great. Malta's somewhere I've been looking to go for a while. It just doesn't happen. I've been planning to go, mate. So I hope that happens soon, mate. But good to hear from you, mate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think we've got too many Liverpool, Man United pundits on Sky as an example. And the worst thing I hate, Damien, is when two teams are playing and the majority of the commentators belong to one team, one of those teams. Like if West Ham are playing Man United, you've got Carragher, not Carragher, but you've got Neville, and then you've got another Man United guy in there. Or if Liverpool are playing West Ham, you've got Souness, Carragher. It's not on. You've got to have neutral. And I've even seen Glenn Hoddle doing West Ham games. When Tony Gell's a great commentator, Tony Cotty can look after himself in the media. We've got really, really good people in it. Alvin Martin can speak well. It's just... So usually you'll see Tony Gell commentating on those other foreign channels, isn't it? Middle East. Ben Sports, is it? Or Setanta, I think Tony Gell does a lot of work for, doesn't he, everyone? But I like to see, that's why I kind of like Alan Shearer. He's a non-super club commentator. So I like people that not largely played for Liverpool, Man United, those kind of clubs. So I like it to mix it up a bit. A lot of you know, remember Trevor Brooking? He was on Match of the Day for so long, wasn't he? Alan Hansen came in there or thereabouts. So, yeah, we've had a few West Ham people in there. Oh, wow, Ken, nice. I think there's another one coming up, mate. I probably left it too late to get tickets. I think there's another one. The other thing is, Ken, I live in Berkshire near Windsor, right? And I find it difficult to attend an 8 o'clock gathering in Barking, as an example. I'm like, oh, fuck it, I don't know what to do. Some people tell me you need 2 bodyguards to walk out of Barking Town. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably have to get a hotel room. It's a lot of hassle. It's a lot of hassle because a lot of these shows, Ken, are in Southend, they're in Barking, Hornchurch. And it takes me like a couple of hours to get across from east to west, mate. But I do need to start going back to those shows. I absolutely love listening to players from that age and their older stories, mate. Yeah. Parkinson, is it? Is it Parkinson? Yeah. Don Revy came across as a proper knob in that, didn't he? Proper idiot. He pissed off to Saudi Arabia anyway, didn't he? He came up as a proper weirdo. Yeah, that's it. Get the people that make you laugh. They've got an actual opinion. They don't sit on the fence, isn't it, Ricky? You want more characters out there. And I think Roy Keane has grown into one. He was a bit on edge at the beginning and wasn't sure about him. But I think Roy Keane, and Richard is all right, but I think Roy Keane is up there now. He's just quite unique, isn't he? He's a miserable little shit, but he's quite unique, isn't he? So I think you need a few more loose cannons, shall I say. Again, I didn't even know about this. Tell us a bit more, Ricky. What is this about? Is this Jeff Hurst doing the ground London Stadium tour? Or yeah, tell me a bit more about this. Get your things in the chat. I'm just sending an email to someone, work-wise. I was waiting for something to come through in the email 2 hours ago. It ain't come through yet. Typing away, doing an email, playing the piano, and listening to you lot. Nearly done, my lovelies. Oh, it's all done, mate. It's all done. Right, what you lot on about now, eh? What you lot on about? Naughty boys. Yeah, not for me, mate. Sometimes I wish I could switch it off. You know that? Some of the stuff they're waffling about. Oh, right, interesting. Yeah, I might Google that, see what it's all about. Yeah, because sometimes you got holidays, you don't know what to do. I used to like things like, the Jack the Ripper tour. I've done those twice. The company paid for one of them. Whitechapel in the evening, I did one of them. I haven't done the pub crawl. I haven't done the haunted pubs one. I want to do a gangs one, which Vaz is going to do that. That comedian from Snatch or Lock, Stock and Barrel. The one who says, put the volume up or down, and then he burns those people in the pub. Is it Vaz? He used to be in a Lenny Henry show, didn't he? He does it. So I want to go on that one. So I went to the Blind Beggar pub as well. Didn't think much of it. It's a right shithole, the area. Yeah, ain't all that at the pub, but I just thought I'd go in there and see what's going on, innit? But yeah. No problem, mate. I'm going to call it. We've been going live for 1 hour 50. Yeah. Have I heard another comment? When there's a comment, it does that little sound, and I know someone's done a comment. Right, I'm going to call it a night now. So again, thank you very, very much for watching and sort of putting up with me. Thanks for your support. Like I said, watch that podcast, support these guys. They do a lot of effort, and hopefully you enjoy it. I love listening to podcasts, and hopefully enjoy the Man United Fulham game. Fancy football deadline is 6:30. So I better crack on with it. I've got an hour and a half. I better crack on with it, finalise it. Join the league. There's the code. I'll leave the code in there for next few weeks in the shows, so you don't forget. And hopefully we get a good result tomorrow. I'll regard a draw as a good result, but that's me. But if you stuck with the team I'm having, you might do a bit better, J-Lo, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely want to play more on the front foot, have more possession, give it more of a go, and then we'll see what happens. It's in the hand of the gods, innit? So there's nothing we can do about that. So I'm going to check comments one more time. Thank you, mate. You too. Take care. Thanks for joining as well. Yeah, doesn't like the Haaland family, does he, mate? He doesn't like the Haaland family, the lad. And the other thing is obviously Colin and everyone. Before I go into it, I like Roy Keane. He hates all that swapping shirts at halftime, the laughing, the giggling in the tunnel leading up to a game. I don't understand that, especially if it's a London derby. People are like fucking having a laugh with each other. What the? And they're doing all that. What the hell is all that shit about? And I don't like these weird celebrations. Either go like that. And used to be shake your colleagues' hands. But all this weird little dancing and the fuck is that all that about? Giving it all that. I don't get it. I'm too old, mate. I just do, get in there. That's what I would do. Or run around. But all this dancing and taking your shirt off and doing a little wiggle and doing all that. What is all that about? I don't understand I don't understand it. I don't get it, mate. Right, Colin, sorry about that, mate. A little bit got detoured there. I thought he was. But then I heard he ain't. I keep hearing he ain't shake it all about. I don't know the rules, Colin. I mean, he's the Dutch lad, didn't he? Come from the Dutch league, really young. Went to Leeds for just about €1 million. I don't know the rules, Colin, my man, unless someone else does in the chat. I'm sure if he ain't, then that's according to the rules, isn't it, mate? But there's a lot of rules out there that we'd like to change, isn't it? What news is that, mate? Let's have a look. Wow, yeah, Damien, yeah. I'm staying neutral in this. I'm staying neutral. I mean, so far, no players really made it, have they? I mean, Harrison, Ashby, whatever. He's on loan again somewhere. Newcastle are not playing him. Newcastle are going and scooping all these youngsters from all over the league. Something needs to be done by the rules. You can just Liverpool grabbed a really good centre back of ours, really young last year. I think it's fucking out of order. And these parents need shooting who move their players at such an age. You've got stability. You've got a relationship with the club and the coaches from the age of 12, shall I say, and then you leave the club at the age of 18 because of money, because of greed. Is that good for the player? I don't think so. Sonny Perkins, I heard he's gone to Leyton Orient on loan. Seriously, fucking hell. Then there was that guy who went to Watford, the fullback. That was a weird one as well. He was in our team as well. So bit of a mixed bag there, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, Trini. So I don't know, mate, on that one. Yeah, not sure. Maybe they're saying that even though he's from Holland, he came at such a young age, 18, to Leeds. Is an exception, mate? I don't know. Oh, I'll have a look, mate. The Good Lads E13 events. Yeah, I will make the effort because I like to listen to them, Ken. It's very interesting. It's a great night out. And more, and another lovely bonus, I always get my shirt signed and you get a nice photo as well. What more would you want? A photo with a legend, a thing signed from a legend, and I'll give you an example, like Julian Dicks. I got all those shirts signed upstairs somewhere. If you went out and bought that shirt with that signature, it'll cost you hundreds of pounds. But if you go to the events, get a shirt from your collection, get it photographed, which is your sort of authenticity certificate in a way. Well done, I said that. And get it framed. Nice memento, isn't it? And going to cost you hardly anything. And again, those guys like E13, it's a lot of organisation to get dates, planning, venues, security in case the naughty boys like us lot kick off. But yeah, I do recommend you guys making an effort. I'm trying to end the show, but you naughty boys ain't stopping. Ooh. Again, I can only answer obviously because I've seen them, isn't it? Either on TV when they were actually playing. So I didn't see a lot of Brooking, so I can't say that. Brooking retired in 83, 84. My memory ain't there that much. It's got to be Julian Dicks, I think. Yeah. Got a nice big shirt of him in the bar with the two boys. We met him. Then we met him again. I like Julian Dicks because I've never seen... Because the year I started to go, 89, 90 is Lou Macari's year. He was made captain. And I've never seen a fullback do so much and dominate the game, dictate the game, everything. Every free kick, most of the passes, long, short range, perfection, corners, free kicks, penalties, about 10 goals a season, right? And all the top six clubs used to turn their nose at, including the FA. They never knew football for me, mate. Same people that used to laugh at Declan Rice. Oh yeah, we won't give him more than 40 million. We are one of the most knowledgeable fan base there is, but we don't get any credit. We know our football. We knew what Declan Rice is about. I know what Kudus is going to be. I know what Bowen's all about. But even Kudus, the Liverpool fans, oh really? We'd rather pay 70 million for Slobber Slide, that little shit. And I said, you're the same club that you're going to be paying a lot of money for Kudus next year, whatever. So a lot of these so-called super clubs, a bit snobby about, like Palace have got really good players. We've got a few, but not good enough for them. Fucking load of shit. But Julian Dicks, I think, mate, very fond memories and soft spot for Frank McAvenny, Tony Cottee behind there, mate. As I said, as a kid, strikers. I like that year when we had Hartson, Kitson, Lomas. That was a good Harry Redknapp team. A very exciting team. Unsworth at the back. Ian Pearce playing free. That was exciting. Sinclair wing back. De Kenya was great, wasn't he? Arnie, I had a lot of time for Arnie. Paye was great, but I don't want to talk about him. It upset me so much. So good few skillful players in there, weren't they, mate? Benin was a cracker. Berkovic was a cracker. Some good players in there, mate. I don't think I ever saw the best at West Ham of Joe Cole or Lampard or Carrick or Furt. I think they did much better afterwards. I don't really regard them as West Ham fans in terms of my memory. To be fair, yeah, the season and a half here or there, those guys, but they did most of the established at other clubs. Started off with us, I felt. Even Defoe, he didn't really kickstart anything for us, did he? Yeah, he came from Birmingham City, 1987 transfer window in April when he used to close, end of March, wasn't it, Damien? So we never had the transfer window system like now. You could sign players up to the end of March, and we signed him on the end. So the last day was where everyone did mad deals. We bought him from Birmingham, so it's one of the last few good signings John Lyle made. And then after that, some of the signings just didn't work out for John. He just stayed too loyal, and he just after a while you just run out of it, don't you? It just happens. Either you need to move to a new club, or the magic touch goes, or the board doesn't give you enough money. So signings like some of you might remember, Liam Brady was all right, a bit old though. Stuart Robson didn't work out. Gary Strodder, David Kelly, McKnight, the goalkeeper. There's a left back that didn't really happen for him. So from the '86 season, we just never kicked on. We didn't invest straight away like we needed to. Then we lost Cotty McAvenny, and then we didn't replace them with like-for-like players. So I always wondered why players like Teddy Sheringham, Ray Houghton, Dean Saunders, Tim Flowers, the goalkeeper, players that we should have signed and we just didn't. Great players, easily available, but just overlooked it. I don't know why. Certainly Sheringham, we should have got him in a bit earlier. Dean Saunders. I mean, if Dean Saunders can go to Derby, if Mark Wright can go to Derby, why can't they go to West Ham? Why are we signing Gary Strodder and Paul Hilton with respect? Then Leroy Senior came in at the end. He just injury prone, good player, but never played. Ince was the best thing out of 88, 90, but he obviously, what happened. He went complete midfielder. Our luck, he went. It's one of those things. Shame about Glenn Johnson as well. Had a right back come to West Ham since Ray Stewart, and then Chelsea came with all that money and with a Hoover gobbled everyone up, didn't they? But that's me going sidetracked again anyway, like I always do. We're coming to 2 hours now. I was born in Southall, John. You might have known that, mate. Southall. Yeah. He used to work at a Hoover factory in Perryville, didn't he, John? He manages Maidenhead, which is in the same borough I live in, Borough of Windsor, Maidenhead. So he manages Maidenhead. I think Max Kilman came from under him, and I think he had a chat with West Ham. Devonshire still can't drive, never learned to drive, I don't think. One thing that I remember about him on videos like live events, I think he had that serious injury 84 against Wigan, out for a couple of years. They messed up the operation, so I think one leg is different in length to the other. So when he walks, he has to walk like that. It's so sad to see people like that giving their life to West Ham, Amazing players, giving all their main young life to West Ham. Alan Devonshire, Some of you might not know that Bobby Robson and Brian Clough wanted to sign him after the 1980 FA Cup final. There's rumours that Bobby Robson was going to make a world record bid for Devon. He thought so highly of Devonshire. John Lyle used to say that with Devonshire, we're top 6. Without Alan Devonshire, we're 15th. And that was true when he was injured. We nearly went down in 84, 85, right? And Bobby Robson, before his injury, said, I was going to build a whole England team around you. And then, it was really good, but not quite the same, really. But that's me going away from everything again. Tim who? Tim Flowers, or the goalkeeper. John Lyle shortlisted Tim Flowers when he was at Wolves to take over because Parks had dodgy knees. It didn't happen for one reason or another. We signed George McKnight, was it, from Celtic reserves? Absolute terrible time at West Ham. I'll tell you what, he still comes to the events, and I don't think I'll be brave enough because he had a really, really bad time at West Ham. And David Kelly was too lightweight, But that's that, innit? He nearly went to Chelsea, didn't he? Letitia. I think under Glenn Hoddle, and then something happened. I think Ivy said I don't want to move area. Something happened, didn't it, mate? Yep, that's it. Johnny retired that 1 year early. Brookings said I would have stayed if Devonshire was. Yep, that's how much effect Devonshire had on a lot of players and the manager. You're absolutely right, my man. Maltese Hammer. I've got this video. I think it's called Music and Joy West Ham. Yeah, and that covers it. And it does it with the music, and it's very emotional. Watching especially the first game equaliser with Brooking, isn't it? It goes down the wing. It's late in the game. We're 1-0 down. And then he just, typical Brooking, weighs the pass perfectly, drags it back. And Stuart Pearson comes in, doesn't he? And 1-1. And then, yeah, the replay, wasn't it? Yeah. What Dev used to do is take it past the whole team and then put it past the post. So, excuse me, sorry. But yeah, a lot of memories, Maltese, mate. But listen, I can't take any more of your time. Been going on for 2 hours now, so apologies if I didn't read out your comments. But again, it was really, really good. Stick with me, share, subscribe. We need to get to 3,000 subs before tomorrow if we can. But I will hopefully chat at some point tomorrow, if not before. And yeah, come on, you irons. You guys have a great afternoon, Friday, and hopefully we're smiling tomorrow around 7:30. So come on, you irons. Come on, J-Lo. First game. Wish you the best of luck. Best of luck, my man, and best of luck to all the new players and all the fans paying £100. Good luck to you. Take care.